With Dom
and friends
with benefits.
Kathy.
Oh, ladies go. Oh, ladies and you know what that means. 3 letters, 3 words. NXT, let's fucking go.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of the AEW Dynamite Watch Party.
It is Friday, and you know what that means. Only one thing. It's time for Friday Night SmackDown right here on Circle Debate Network for the Watch Along. It's Kayla, the Queen of the South.
Yo, the GETCHO podcast crew is in the building. That's right, you got your homie Just.
Yeah. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Game Breaker Sports.
She bangs. Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves.
Yo.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language.
Go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself. How's everybody's father feeling today?
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Escúchenme. Everybody, listen. Ha ha.
Let me talk to you.
That's right, folks. Let us fucking talk to you, baby. Because happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're around the world listening and watching. And welcome, everyone, to the Circle Debate Podcast. Episode 262, baby. That's right. Because there is dreams. Dreams, and there's fucking nightmares. Why? Because, you know, we are in the Halloween season, so there's dreams, there's nightmares. So I gotta be careful with all that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Not alone. The host is Stephen Guanac with my other host right here, because this man is the baddest man on the fucking planet. I don't give a damn what anybody says. That I even had to convince this man right here to actually say that he is the baddest man on the planet. So, but yes, because he is our attorney in law, folks, because he's
a bad man.
That's right. Thank
you. And remember, this month, the freaks come out at night, and Circle of Debate is here for all of it.
That's right.
All of it.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to everybody who's in the chat already. Bless all y'all. I see you, Redeemer. I see you, Gabby.
And also, folks,
I see you, Bagel. I see y'all. Thank you for stopping in.
Hell yeah, I see you guys. But also, this man, he got biz.
I took it from my bro. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, still mad at me about it.
He'll represent you, and you'll be lucky. He'll win you 1.2, maybe 3. Oh, he's a fill of fucking Pepsi. Just call 1-900-Mussolini. And for a low fee of $3.99, he will give you expert legal advice and a free can of Pepsi.
Pepsi Phone, Pepsi, not responsible. See the wrong kind of Pepsi. Top of Wrestling Talk, Circle Debate, are all responsible for that.
Call today.
Money's on the way. Call Pepsi
today. Right now. And remember, he will fight for you.
And he will, because he got hold. Pepsi Phone, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
Good seeing you. How we doing, brother Ivan? How we doing, brother OPC?
Oh, brother attorney at law, Phil, I'm doing stupendously, indubitably. Stupendous.
Is it too early for the word of the day?
Hell no. What is the word of the day today? What do we got?
Well, I think it's a surprise is the word of the day because everybody's being fucked up by surprises this day. And AEW, Andrade, Takeshita, you name it. Everybody's got surprises for us.
I know, right?
I mean, Dominic Mysterio got him a hell of a surprise at AAA.
Bro, shit. And of course, everybody in the chat, our Mr. National saying is National Pasta Day.
Shout out to Zach for keeping us on point. Thank you, Zach.
All right. Ben saying I like pasta. Me too. Sup, Bagel? What is going on? I've been watching for a while. I gotta say, Braun Breaker's physical charisma is
yes, I 100% I agree with that last comment.
The Redeemer himself. That's right, Bobby Redeemer.
Gabby,
what is going on? Oh man, you see, it's gonna be see, he's even telling you.
Woo!
Right, the T-Man. What is good?
Thank you, Dalton. What's up, brother?
What's going on? That's right.
The third member.
Welcome to the PBS. You know what the fuck? We are the PBS of fucking professional wrestling. That's what we are. I'll take it. I'm not gonna get mad about that.
We shoot straight and try to keep it down the middle.
Man, what a week! Like you said, changes all this.
This was. Let me just say this first.
Go for it.
I know we like to be analysts, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a completely different time for wrestling. It is not like the Attitude Era. That is completely a different animal. And I agree with a lot of y'all in chat. And I think a few people we've talked about. We will never get the Attitude Era back. This is a brand new era with a brand new generation of wrestling. So a lot of rules we grew up with during the Attitude Era, the PG era, the Ruthless Aggression era, I don't think those rules apply anymore. No, I mean, kayfabe is gone. People be using social media 24/7, 365 to get over. Yep. Usually that works for a lot of us. The independent scene is bigger and better than it was honestly ever better during the Ruthless Aggression era. Like even before WWE bought up all the territories. Honestly, this feels like, I mean, obviously there's small groups that can't do much, but this feels like there's way more opportunity and like promotions are finding ways to get over, which I'm finding one really cool. But this new change in how wrestling works, I mean, Bubba Ray and all like Booker T and all those old dudes, all due respect to them, I'm really excited about what's coming, but I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely like change is hard. Change is definitely hard because even though the standard rules work, like telling a story, psychology, you know, Ivan, you talk about that all the time because that's what works for all of us. Like, but nowadays, it's no longer just in the ring or behind a promo anymore. And I'm seeing now that it's harder to get over, but if you can do it, you go all over the place. Cause like I still like right now, I think for us as COD, I think our favorite guy is Karrion Kross right now.
Fuck yeah, it is. I fucking love that man.
For a guy who pretty much did not take the standard route to get over and quote unquote got slapped down respectfully, he is still over with other places around. And that's all because of social media and just his presence outside of the ring.
You're preaching the word.
Think about it. Before and during the Attitude Era, that was unheard of.
Right.
Like even Ruthless Aggression, unheard of. Nowadays, social media is pretty much being like, if you can use that, like 100%, if you can use that to your advantage, like Matt Cardona is another perfect example of that. If you can use that to your advantage and do it properly, you're like you will always be working. 100%, you will always be working. Doesn't matter which promotion, because now they're starting to realize they are their own company, so they don't need to be tied to one place to be famous.
Agreed with that. Amen. You preach the words.
That includes TNA, WWE, AEW, anybody, Progress, you name it. These guys know that they can become famous without being tied to one brand, which is I think the first time in wrestling history something like that is possible. Like, I don't care if you think they're good or bad or whatever, like you think of their talent or whatever.
What's up, Steven? What's going on?
If anybody wants that gerbil god joke, I would recommend you take a look at Chris Van Vliet's interview with Karrion Kross and Scarlett to get that joke. But the truth of the matter is, like, they don't need a promotion to get over. Yeah. And I think we talked about that. Like, a lot of promotions, like WWE especially, does not like that.
Yeah, because they're losing, like, you're like everything what you just said is on point, because it is true. It's just a different era than now with the social media platforms and you putting yourself out there as a self-contractor.
Yeah,
you don't need a fucking promotion to put you over. You could do it yourself with the independent. And that's the one thing that any product overall doesn't understand, that we are the ones, besides the talent, also us as ones that, hey, we like this individual, this team, push this individual and team, have them there, even as an independent circuit, or doesn't have to be with the product.
Yeah.
And it's and like
and Kayla's right. He hasn't closed the door to WWE, but he's also not letting them shut him down. Like, he's not letting them shut down what he wants to do. Like I said, the man's got dreams, and the truth be told, I'm with him. Like, either get on board or get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, that's real. And
I mean, like, because it's not like he wasn't going to be a good. He said he will be a good soldier for him as long as they give him a fair shot.
Absolutely, because that's one thing that is missing now. That what the fuck did you? I mean, do you hear they're fucking hiring an AI to be their fucking writer?
I heard the new creative directors using they're using AI to pretty much farm their old materials and see if they can come with an idea. And what the genius plan of this machine was to bring back Bobby Lashley with an obsession with Japanese culture and history as what, a samurai?
What the fuck? This ain't no Kill Bill shit right here, man. This ain't no Kill Bill shit. What the fuck? No.
That's the other downside of it now, though. The craft of it, though, is becoming suspect.
Yeah, it is.
Here's the thing. I think WWE buying TNA would be a huge mistake for them.
Yeah, what's going on? Let's see. Very disappointed with Summer Mercy Bound for Glory. Not sure if I will ever buy another team.
Really?
What disappointed you, Steven? I'm curious because
I'm curious about too, because I thought it was a pretty decent. I thought it was a pretty legit good event. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we can all agree Leon Slater and Javon Everett stole the show that night.
That's one, but for me, I think the one that really stole the show was when it was Order 4 versus the System. Alicia Edwards, you got to give it to her, man. She took that bump.
Oh no, no. I thought it was good, but I actually liked. Like, I thought it was a good wrestling match.
Yes.
But honestly, that one, I'm not gonna lie, that one felt a little too gimmicky for me. And I thought it wasn't bad. I do not think it was a bad match. But for me, the way they wrestled between Leon Slater and Javon Edwards, they found a way to tell a really good story. And it was not annoying with a bunch of backflips and flips all over. Like it was genuinely a good fight. Like, it was a legitimate fight, and it wasn't a spot fest that like drives me insane. So I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying, but from an impact, like, no pun intended. But yeah, I think that was the one that had like the biggest bumps and some of the like the most impressive shots. But I think from like a storytelling perspective and a match wise, I thought those two killed it.
Yeah, shout out to Ghostface. What's going on is sometimes when injuries occur with WWE panic and little when it comes to changing the plans, but they are shitting themselves today. Yes, Javon and okay. Bagel saying, okay, With looking like the title is going to be vacated, I feel that Punk is safer champ short term, but Braun is a riskier but potentially smarter market. We're gonna get into that, Bagel. Give me a few, and we're gonna get into that. Shall I share the new news? Go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead, Ghostface. By all means. All right. WWE sticking their nose in the yes, that too, because it was revealed.
Yeah, I mean,
window they got involved in.
Yeah, I think the problem with that was I think that was a game day call. I don't think WWE thought that match would be as good as it was. So I think somebody was like, "Oh shit, we want to do a number 2. Let's fuck it up." And literally bring in not the Dark Order, whatever the hell their name is, Dark Christmas,
Dark State,
yeah, and throw in Dark State in there because truth be told, that right there is a certified banger. It was perfect. It did not need anything else, and that felt very much like a last minute addition at the last second.
Because here's the thing, I'm gonna say it. That was the best of the match psychologically, really great.
Yeah.
So this is what I compare it to. I compare it because this is what I look at when I see, because they are the future for sure. Javon and Leon are the future. Within the next 5 to probably 7 years, maybe shorter, will become like the features of the product of the companies wherever they go. Because that match between them two, this is where my mind came into in fruition. I would go back to, man, and this is how I'm fucking old school. This is like the psychology when you got big, AWA start a big, Nick Bockwinkel versus Greg Gagne Greg Gagne, not Vern Gagne, Greg Gagne, his son, with a meeting for the first time. And then from there, SummerSlam 1992, Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect, same in-ring psychology it would remind me of. From there, it reminds me, of course, everybody wants to, I can't compare it to it, but it's almost similarity to it. It really gets me back to pretty much, what, for me, TNA, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels. That's what it reminds me.
It does.
All of that.
But I'm going to give you a pushback. I don't think they're the future. I think they're right now.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying right now, present, in the future, they're not. You're right.
Because here's the thing, they're doing stuff that, honestly, they're not. They're not as seasoned as like AJ Styles is right now. But truth be told, they are wrestling, and this goes back to your AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels thing. They are wrestling as well as those three did in that TNA match, in that TNA triple threat. They are legitimately telling good stories. Obviously they're young, obviously, but I think they actually did a really good job. And I think honestly, you could, like, based on that match, you can definitely build programs around the both of them.
Oh fuck yeah, you can.
And I think that's what WWE, and this goes back to, I think it was Bagel or maybe it was Gabby or someone else said WWE started shitting themselves.
Yeah, that was Ghostface. Ghostface said that.
Ghostface did. I'm sorry, man. Thank you. I think the problem is that and we talked about this already. WWE does not have faith in their talent. If they're not the top guys, and then this is my opinion. Everyone, feel free to argue with me if you think so in the chat. Unless you're the top guys, hey Chris, unless you're the top guys like Seth, Roman, Cody, those guys, they do a terrible job of, like, the mid-card guys of getting them over. Now I understand that they need to get themselves over, obviously, but there is a certain point. That I don't understand why, because no matter who lost that match, they were coming out on top. But the truth of the matter is that those guys surprised everybody. Like, don't get me wrong, Leon Slater was already a bona fide. Javon Evans already proved who he was. But when they saw that match, they literally were just like, oh shit, we got something here. We didn't do anything with them. Because remember, before Leon Slater was doing everything around the world, and he was amazing, Javon Evans was doing shit on the main roster, and they didn't call him up, and he was stealing the show on the main roster.
Of course, we know that. I don't question that.
And I'm sitting here just going, You trust the kid to spend one night on the main roster, and you don't do anything with him, and you gave him a pretty decent run on NXT, and then Leon Slater and him have one of the banger matches of all, and you look genuinely surprised that those guys got over so quickly.
Yeah, and not two other matches that I want to add about the in-ring psychology. But before I do, shout out to Bagel for the $4.99. Unrelated question: what's the best single-digit Mania? That's a tough one. That's a tough
mine is still, well, I don't know. Was Brett Yokozuna single digit, or was that 12 or 10?
No, that was WrestleMania 10.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
From
well, no, because there was Macho, the one with Macho and Steamboat. No, was that was
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, Macho and Steamboat was probably my favorite because I was a huge Steamboat fan.
I would say for me, let's see. I would say WrestleMania was a 6. No, 5 was. I think WrestleMania 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think WrestleMania 6 was the one where Warrior finally got put over.
Yeah.
Versus Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the one that I think was like my favorite digit because I liked that we got two faces that we're finally get to see. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed WrestleMania 3. I enjoyed WrestleMania, I would say 5, even that tournament, because I remember the tournament that they had. It was just all the tournament for the undisputed champ. I think it was a 4. My bad, it was 4. WrestleMania 4 when it was when Macho Man won the belt. Then the following against Hogan. There you go. Yeah. I like that Mania 4 too because it was a whole tournament, and that's what I liked. I enjoyed it. So thank you, Bagel. I love that. Yes. Let's see. It's just so simple. Keep number one contenders in the match. He's saying that Jacob Fatu's out, and they're going to make a Drew McIntyre and Cody for a non-title match. So that's what it is. The changes for tonight's SmackDown. Yep. That's what it is right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
WWE needs to capitalize on young dudes. For example, Tyler Bate was one of the. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
In 19, and now he's just he's another. What is he? Rhino or Eve? I don't know what the hell. Something like that. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, they got a bunch of young guys, and I understand that you're worried about young guys, but I mean, if they've been proving themselves, you got to start pushing them, man.
Yeah. Another thing that match reminds me two matches that remind me of that. I can tell you which one. And one of them is, of course, Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. But the main one that they remind me of Leon Slater and Javon Evans is back into the junior heavyweight division. And that is, of course, Will Ospreay and Ricochet.
Yeah.
That's what it fucking reminds me of.
Yeah.
The psychology of that.
I'm going to be honest. I actually thought Javon and Leon did a much better match than those two did.
Oh, cool.
I know everybody. I know. Like, don't get me wrong. The Ricochet Ospreay one is still probably the most famous high flyer match ever. But the truth of the matter is, like, I think about it, I'm like, yeah, those guys were great, but it's like, I don't know, those two were really, really smart, and they were smart in the match. They sold well. I mean, the beatdowns were legit. I thought, like I said, I was genuinely invested in the entire fight. That one, and of course, my boy finally won the championship.
Okay. Well, before we jump on that one, I'm going to say something because I know Redeemer gave his on this chat saying about, WWE, and I get it. They got involved. They both protected. I feel they both were protected because this is something, of course, you got a product that's looking for a television deal, which I think they might already got it, but they won't announce it probably by the end of the year. Yeah. They're protecting the future star. And, of course, WWE is kind of doing the same. So what better way to throw the bitch fit at besides both of the products, besides TNA and WWE? You got to throw it at fucking Dark State for it, which is, I feel like, the main excuse why they throw them in there. So it's we got to protect these guys. They're our future, You know what is worried?
You know what I'm worried about is I'm worried that TKO doesn't understand it, and they're getting too concerned with wins and losses. They're getting way too concerned with wins and losses. Because
They don't
truth
know
be
what the
told,
story is.
everybody knows wins and losses don't mean shit in wrestling.
Of course, it doesn't mean anything.
And I mean, the fact that they're that worried about it and they're worried about their talent and they don't understand that the story is win, lose, rise up, win, lose again.
Shout out to Senor Stinky. He's like, easiest way to get over is whack and an El Grande in front of your name.
Yeah,
That was WrestleMania.
Oh, that was
9.
that was 10. That was that 9 or 10.
That was 9.
Okay.
Yes, that was 9.
Oh no, that's the Bret Hart Yokozuna one then.
Yeah, but that's the one when Hogan came back and then he won.
Oh yeah, that one. I don't acknowledge that one. That one was bullshit.
I know, because he pretty much told them, "Hey, you better pay me up, or I'll quit right now. I'll give me my bill." Like, you can't bait out of the American Chronic here. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you, Ben. I think that was the one I most invest. I mean, I love Bret and Yokozuna, so I thought that was a great one. Tyler Bate needs to tap back into that.
I mean, yeah, it was a good one. Tyler Bate needs to sit back. I don't know what happened to the Republic with Pete Dunne, and the fuck they should be back.
They a lot of those storylines disappeared. That's why Pete Dunne went. That's why Butch disappeared and Pete Dunne came back.
And now they have Pete Dunne as a fucking helping, being like an assistant in a writer for WWE, and even helping out with AAA, because even he's a producer out there helping too for so okay, and Tyler Bate. So they're
it's good for them because then that's longevity, but at the same time it's like I'm sure they'd rather be wrestling. But I don't know. Maybe it's what they wanted. Maybe that's what they wanted. So shit, I don't know.
So Mike Santana, I'll tell you, congratulations for the first ever Puerto Rican to win the TNA World Championship.
100%.
And Boricua, hey, you know what? I'm happy for him because he deserves it. I wish he had a better moment because it looked like to me the fans were tired. And they were just like
it honestly felt like burnout. Like honestly, it was a little like I was very happy he won. I did get a little misty-eyed when his daughter came in the ring for him. I'm not gonna lie to you though, it felt anticlimactic, and we all talked about this. It would have meant more had he won that shit in New York.
Agreed. And that's what
I think by this point, people were 5 minutes from rage quitting the storyline. So him winning, it was less about yay. It was more like fucking finally, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. Like I thought it was a really great. Don't get me wrong, I thought it was a great match. But it was a great match. I really was like about goddamn time.
Yeah, Silva, you need to work on your shit to start doing it more earlier than later, because these type of events, as you can see, it's not gonna be like, oh fuck. Don't make it obvious, make it unexpected. And that's the problem with the
but like I said, it would have been like, even though New York was expected, we didn't get it. And I know they were like trying to do the expect the unexpected kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's okay to do the expected if you understand the payoff you're given. Don't get me wrong. The trick was it was a great match between the both of them. I thought they did great. I guess the issue I had is that this could have been done a pay-per-view earlier. Like it could have been done a pay-per-view earlier, because honestly, if you give it to them a pay-per-view earlier, how storyline wise is it different? Would the storylines following that last pay-per-view be any different there if Trick didn't have that belt? In my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
But either I'll be honest, I never thought that.
Let me see that. I thought both of them, honestly.
I thought there'd be a great tag team. When they split up, I watched that first interview he did right after they broke up. I went, yeah, it's gonna be Santana's time.
I mean, I love Ortiz. I love it. And I just hope that whatever they can use a great story with Santana with adding Hernandez, like how Vego's saying, or adding Ortiz to this. Yeah. It can really elevate his you know.
I mean, yeah, you could put
in a way.
Yeah, I mean, if Hernandez is still wrestling, you can put Ortiz and Hernandez together.
Yeah,
worst case scenario. So
yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's not like Ortiz is doing much right now.
I know that he's getting his mental health and he's taking care of his personal life, and I respect that, and I wish him nothing for the best. If he's ready to come back, you know, he's questionable. He's questioning himself if he's willing to come back or not. We don't know, and if he does, if Silva can reach out and say, "Hey, you know what? Let's work this out." Because and another thing too, I know I heard him on Chris Van Fleet or Ortiz's side of the story about his relationship with Santana. It's right now in the middle. It's not like, oh yeah, we're still cool. So I don't know where that goes in the future. So that all depends. So that's very depending.
I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just interesting. Truth be told, like I said, in this new era, and this is respectful, we know way too much about these people.
I know, man. We do.
I mean, and honestly, I guess I can understand why, but truth be told, there is a lot of stuff that we know about them, and that I think that goes a long way to kind of informing how we make our decisions about them.
Let's see. I believe Homicide was still wrestling. Maybe I don't know. I believe so. I don't know where though, Steven. Is he in the House of Glory with Amazing Red on that? I don't know.
But I thought he retired though. But okay,
that's what I thought too. That's a good question.
We'll look it up. If someone could check it out. But but other than that, I thought Bound for Glory was a solid B+.
I'm with you. I give it that too. It was a great event. It was good for them. I know the 1-1 match that it was not. A couple of matches that was not, obviously, I would say 2 for me. Of course, I didn't care about the Gia Miller and Tessa. It is what it is. For me, it was just intermission for me, and I mean that respectfully to those 2 women. It was intermission. The other one too that it was intermission to me was disappointment was the crowd wasn't there, and I wasn't either. It was Kalani and Indy Hartwell. It was too flat. I just felt it was.
Yeah, I don't understand. Another thing I don't understand because they were performing well, but it did feel a little bit flat. But I don't know. I guess the problem is, and I think we talked about this. There wasn't really any real beef between the both of them beyond the belt. Like the build up for it didn't feel like real beef.
Yeah, everything was just. I felt like everything was thrown quick because of the whole Ash situation. We still don't know what's the reason, but I wish her for the best.
Yeah,
why she decided to leave, and
I will admit, for nostalgia's sakes, the Dudleys versus the Hardys that one got my heart. That one did get my heart, and I thought it was a really good. I thought for nostalgia's sakes, I thought they did the good job they were going to, and they told the story that they were going to.
Yeah.
It wasn't a standard Hardy was the ones we saw back in the day. No, all 4 of those motherfuckers are old, and they were not trying to take massive super bumps.
I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you.
Except for Jeff Hardy, who's insane.
But you just see when he did that swanton up the ladder, his fucking head hit the last part of the ladder. I'm like,
yeah,
horrible.
Yeah. Like I said,
honestly, that should have been the main event. No disrespect to Santana, because I think he would have gotten a better hype.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this should have been if they knew that this was the Dudley's last time.
I mean,
they should have done it as a main event. My opinion.
I mean, a co-main event definitely at the very. I mean, because truth be told, that match is the end of an era in tag team wrestling. That's the end of a fucking era.
We needed that, and so I'm glad they did it. So I'm very happy for them.
So like I said, I understand people. Like I said, I will say this, however, was this the best Bound for Glory they've ever had? No. They have had better. Like last year's Bound for Glory was much better. But this was solid, and I thought they did a good job with the presentations. They did.
I think the presentation was great. Everything was great, but was it the best? No, because it was just a lot of here's and there that was just. But it was. I feel like it was last minute. I just
Yeah,
felt like it was
a
last
lot,
night.
a lot of it did feel slapped together at certain points in matches.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes, but man, another thing I want to talk about before we even get into the other, we got to congratulate this man, a new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion of the world, Greg. Oscar,
the world, Greg, the world.
the fucking world, and that is Konosuke Takeshita is the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, defeating Zack Sabre Jr. at Kings of Pro Wrestling. And man, what the fuck? I mean, that was the match we could say could be top 3 of the match of the year, maybe. I don't know. I'm wrong.
It was a
But
1 hour. It was a 1 hour banger.
fuck yeah, it was. You can't fucking go wrong.
It was one. Like I said, I usually wait until after the event because I have the New Japan Pro Wrestling app on my phone on my iPad.
That's right. $8.99.
And I usually wait to watch those events at a reasonable hour. This is one of the few times I got up at 3 a.m. because I wanted to see that goddamn. I wanted to see that Takeshita. Like, I don't know if you guys have been here, but Takeshita has been my boy for a long time. Like in Japan, like I said, this kid right here, in my opinion, is definitely on his way to being one of the 3 amigos, in my opinion.
Oh man,
like, legitimately, him, Wheeler Yuta, Shooter. So him winning this belt really is. I'll say Wheeler Yuta. I mean Wheeler Suji, Yuta Suji. Sorry.
Yoda Suji.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, but those 3 are the guys who I most thought be most likely on top. I actually thought they would wait until Wrestle Kingdom to give him that belt.
Now that has to be questioning about that, brother attorney-at-law, because now I feel like I don't go to his older rematch, but with the storylines going with him and Okada, something tells me it's going to be Okada because that's good for that belt at Wrestle Kingdom.
I think so too. I think this win puts him and Okada right in front of each other with some beef. Like,
and it makes no fucking sense.
It's going to be amazing. I'm mad excited for that shit to happen. If you ask me, Okada Takeshita is legitimately a passing of the torch.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna argue that's passing the torch. If they let Takeshita win, that's passing the torch.
Yes.
And I will, like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm fully willing to admit I am a little bit biased about my boy. I am legitimately biased by him. But I think honestly, he's a worker as far as I'm concerned. That dude can work.
I hope that PWI next year, you piece of shit, better put him as probably number 1.
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah, that right there. Like at the very least, if he's not in the top 5, number 1,
top
easy.
3, Phil. I wouldn't even say 5, 3.
So I will say this, and this is my beef. PWI is so sucking on WWE and TKO's nipple right now. There is no way they will let that man be number 1 or number 2 or number 3 without Roman. Somehow put Roman, Seth, and somebody from WWE on that list. Because truth be told, this year's list was bullshit.
Oh, we all know that. We know it was all fucking bullshit.
This year's list was bullshit, and I felt like that is legitimately a slant. But I know it is a timing thing, which I will give them that. But this right here, he's won the championship. Him and Goto could also be another legitimately a slobber knocker of a banger.
I think, I agree with you. I think him
and I think, and this is my guess, at Wrestle Kingdom, if it's not Okada, I think it's going to be a belt for belt battle. Takeshita for the global championship versus the IWGP championship.
So you're saying,
remember, Yuta just won the global championship for my boy.
So you're saying Yoda Suji might just challenge him?
Yeah, I think that's going to be like in my head. For me, if I'm booking it, those 2 are legitimately the future of your promo. Like that match for like literally for January 4th That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I do too, because you remember not this one, the G1, but the last one a year before that, they did have a match that it was a fucking banger between them two.
Yeah. Like I
Oh
said,
my god. I'm like,
storyline wise, having them rehash that joint would be amazing.
yeah.
And again, but either way, man, it was like I said, Steven, here's a reason. This is me being a little bit. Well, here's the thing. I'm being a little bit of a dick right now. If they're fighting for the IWGP Championship, that shit need to be on Wrestle Kingdom.
No, yeah.
Fuck a Full Gear. Fuck AEW. He got a contract with IWGP as well. So theoretically, Okada is the visitor to the champion. That shit need to happen at Wrestle Kingdom, in my opinion.
I don't think it will happen for the IWGP because Tony Khan, I love you, Tony Khan, because right now you're my good side. I feel what it's going to be for the Unified Championship and for all belts that Okada has, and Okada's going to retain. And that's when Okada's going to get title hungry. I want that belt. I'm so sorry, bitch. And then he's going to try to go for that.
I don't see. That's a good call, though. That's a really good, strong call. Honestly, it depends on where this storyline's going. It honestly depends.
We'll find out when we get into the predictions for Saturday for fucking WrestleDream. We'll talk about that. I'll tell you that. But let's see. Is PWI going off kayfabe records, or do they take the match quality into account? They go off of kayfabe, in my opinion. They don't give a fucking on the quality of the matches. So
Honestly, Bagel, I don't know what their gauge is. I think it really is less on, for me, I think it's less about kayfabe, but more like popularity. And
there you go. Yeah,
and what will sell their magazine better. That's what I think. I don't think they care about match quality. I think as long as a person is halfway decent, that person's going to be on the list. But the actual number rankings is going to be based on quote unquote what the popular wrestler is. But the problem is that it's not a fair and balanced thing, because the fact that, in my opinion, the last 2 years for the female wrestlers, the fact that Toni Storm has not won number one both times is bullshit.
That's true.
Because if we're thinking as pro wrestling, who has all the tools, 1, 2, and 3, promos, wrestling matches, charisma, and presence on thing, Toni Storm has won that over most women, over Becky, over Rhea. I know y'all fans of her, even over Mommy.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. And
like storyline wise, like her match against Mercedes, even like say whatever you want about it. Her match against Blake Monroe, the now Blake Monroe, formerly known as
Mariah May.
Mariah May. Like, truth be told, in my opinion, in those matches, she went up a whole nother level, and the fact that she did not get to be number one was bullshit.
Who was last year's number one in women's?
I think it was either Becky or Rhea. I don't know. Y'all
what about this year? Did they have done women's for this year? I haven't seen it yet.
I honestly haven't looked at it, so I could be wrong about who it is right now. I don't get me.
If anybody in the chat knows or they have done it yet, let us know, because I don't think they.
Yeah, I mean, I could, like I said, I could be just talking. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to see the list because no one's like, usually they announce it, but I haven't seen anything. They only announced the men's they only announced the men's, so I don't see what the women's are until much later.
Yeah, no, I agree. But before I move on to the next topic, I just want to say shout out to my nephew right here. He said, shout out to Uncle OPC. That's right, because he's the handsome man on earth. KPG. Well, look at him. Look at him. That's right. And of course, shout out to the chef, Brian Cook. What up, OPC? And non-sweetening Hennessy, Pepsi. Why non-sweet? He is sweet, first of all. He likes Hennessy if he likes to, because he got hoes, all right, if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, can we also talk about the fact that the Golden Phoenix is now the Stardom champion as well?
That's right. Talk about it.
No, I mean, honestly, I was like, I expected her to win, so I wasn't really surprised when they finally gave it to her. But I think this means that she's the stardom and she's got 2 belts. I can't remember what the second one is right now.
I don't remember either. I need
Yeah,
to find
but like I said, she is their golden child. They're doing like I'll say it right now, they are doing a much better job with Japanese women in the Joshi wrestling, in my opinion, and I think that we haven't seen in a long time. Like legitimately, ever since they decided to finally put their Joshi wrestlers on the same level as the IWGP guys, they have legitimately been giving us some like legitimately banger super matches.
I'm just trying to remember who is now in charge of that, because now that what's his face is gone, he has Marigold.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
I don't know if it's Tanahashi or who did he put. I don't think he put Gato. I think it got to be someone.
No, else. It's not Gato, but I know he put someone new there. But I know Tanahashi's like, I mean, I know Tanahashi's big thing was he definitely wanted the women's division to actually be something.
I'll give it to Tanahashi. I feel like I honestly feel that Tanahashi is really changing a lot into what he's doing for New Japan. It's just everything at a time. He's not rushing it to make it as quick as possible, but he's building stories to it for the future of the product, because he's already seen people. It's out with the old, in with the new. That's why he's, we're seeing, like how you mentioned, Suji's one of them. Seeing, Shota Umino is going to be another one.
Yeah.
And Narita's another one. Well, who knows?
Yeah.
Fucking ready Narita be up there where he was at in the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
So it's like,
in regards to the Joshi wrestling, I don't think it's slow. It feels really fast that they kind of came up with it. Like he takes over, and inside of a year, their women's division has like blown the fuck up, in my opinion.
I feel like it got stronger. It got stronger, and I think they got better.
And like the visibility is stronger. Obviously, the wrestling capabilities was never a problem. But the visibility and the way they are selling it really is, like I said. I mean, and in my opinion, he turned that culture around, in my opinion, really quickly. Because honestly, it should have taken a little bit longer for most people. In some cases, like honestly, I figured they wouldn't get to this point probably for another 3 or 4 years. But I think Tanahashi gave him enough way to really like shine, and like folks like I said, Sasaya Kamatami literally like took that shit and ran with it. Yes, and it's not just her. Obviously, there's like a huge collection of people, like 100%. But for me, Saya's been my girl for a long time.
And then you had Sari won the championship as well.
I can never pronounce that poor woman's name.
It's hard for me to like. I know it's Sayari or.
I mean, yeah, she's a wonderful wrestler. It's like, Lord, I can't pronounce your name, woman. I'm sorry. I will try later on.
I mean, she made the right choice of going there. I know she left Marigold and she went over there to like get it. She wants to build her career, and she thinks. I kept forgetting his name. He thanked Homeboy for Marigold for giving her the chance and have faith in her.
Here's the fallout from Tanahashi's work to pretty much bring the women's division more visibility. The act of doing that protects his brand.
Agreed.
Because remember, WWE is still poaching Japanese wrestlers, especially women. And if you think about it, they have like basically Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Io. You have those three, and you just got Julia, and you got Stephanie first to a certain extent. But the truth of the matter is that if they did not have a real presence on the roster, it'd be a lot easier to poach them. But because of the fact that, in my opinion, the fact that he is doing such a great job of bringing them to the forefront, I think so too.
Is she? Oh yeah, she is in a tournament.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, but I think he's making sure he's protecting his people. He is protecting his product by making sure that they go, you are appreciated here. Don't let all of them get you with all that money, that bullshit money.
That's the problem that nowadays it's that they're stuck old fashioned. They feel like money talks. I mean, of course, don't get me wrong. Of course, we all want to make money, right? And I'm saying in general, but you also want to have your dignity, and you want to have your.
You want to be big. You want to be big.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why they're there, and I appreciate that. But I'm glad Tanahashi saw that and knew and could see the writing on the wall. Goes, let me put these cats on. Let me put these cats on. Like, let me put these cats on.
I just like the one thing, like I said before, I think the one thing that Tanahashi is learning, and I think hopefully by 2026 they're able to really fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense why they kind of stopped doing anything here in North America this year, because it was focused on getting the product out there in Japan to be more
yeah.
And I understand that, and I'm not gonna like say, oh, what the fuck, like understanding. The one thing I still will say is marketing. He needs more international marketing, like exposure. I'm just saying that way.
Remember, they just announced their first local show in America already.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying that's just a beginning, right? For next year, I believe is it for next year or this year? I keep forgetting.
I thought it was next year. It could be later on this year.
Okay.
God damn it! I wish Bakley was here. Shit, he would know better now.
He would, because I don't keep forgetting. It's just the chat's too fucking. It's too much to read. Everybody's fucking on the
check. Make sure y'all check the dojo because Bakley will give y'all what y'all need for Japan.
Yes, he does.
I think I do. I agree with you 100%, but I think I agree with you. I think he pulled up stakes from America because, like you said, he wanted to lock down Japan and all of his talent there. And I think, and I agree with you. Like, I think he realizes that he needs to become a powerhouse, and he does need to start storing himself. And the fact that they do have a local event coming up is their first foray into it. Like I said, we'll have to wait and see what their marketing looks like.
Absolutely.
So,
shout out to Seafluid. What's going on?
Seafluid? What's up?
What's up? But shout out to Tanahashi. He's doing great, especially with the unified, the product. He's already going to be over there in Noah. He's going to be teaming up. I forgot who's going to team up versus fucking Marufuji. I want to see that. Man.
Yeah.
Tanahashi's, remember, at Wrestle Kingdom his last time. We still don't know who he might face at Wrestle Kingdom for his last match. Everybody's saying Okada could be, but we don't know until further notice. But I know that, Tanahashi is booking himself as much as he can because he's gonna hang it up right after Wrestle Kingdom.
I mean, if it's just Okada, it's a good bit of marketing on his part.
Agreed.
It's a pretty good bit of marketing on his part. Like, that's why I don't want it to be Okada and Takeshita here. Like, I want, if Okada's going to do something, drag AEW over to Japan and have him and Tanahashi wrestle so that AEW and Japan really does get to show what they can do.
They could do that because either way, I feel like Tony Khan owes New Japan a favor. You save that shit for there. And remember, they had Wrestle Dynasty the following day since that's one thing too. So it makes
I wonder about that too. I don't know if they're gonna let him get one.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I still don't know what's the status of Zack Sombri's contract. I don't know if he resigned fully. Either he resigned or is he planning to. I see him staying. There's does not give him another reason to go anywhere else.
If I'm Zack Sabre Jr., there is no reason to leave.
No, there's no reason because he's the last Gaijin there. Technically, I'm not saying old school. David Finn,
the original OG's the OG guy. Yeah,
the OG Gaijin. Yeah, he's the only one left. There's nobody else. Everybody's gone. So let's see. OGK makes Adam Schaefer and Mel Kelper Jr. look like kindergarten in terms of actual sports research.
Thanks, Chef.
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is right now. Wrestling is really interesting. I know people are complaining because they say Takeshita can't give promos. I don't understand that. This story.
Yeah, it's time to get into it. Might as fucking well. What the fuck? So this is happening. We haven't had a chance, folks. You heard us on that Saturday when we talked about after but we didn't expect this. And then I guess it's legit. I guess you could say
that's the problem. That is the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
Okay, go ahead.
Seth Rollins is legitimately hurt, and we did not believe it. Like I said, that's the problem right there. Like, I understand kayfabe up to a point, and I understand the storyline up to a point, And I understand trying to sell it on social medias around the way, but it was a very thin line.
There's a thin line between love and hate.
Exactly, and it is biting them in the ass because people still don't believe that man is injured, and he looks genuinely fucked up. Like if you watch that coast to coast he did, it looked like he landed bad.
He did land bad on his shoulders though.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
And even Karrion Kross is catching some of the fallout from it.
Why is he catching the fallout for that? What the fuck did he do?
People still think it's a work and that he didn't leave WWE to the point where like they literally got to keep convincing people, hey, no, we gone. Like I said, WWE set a really bad precedent with the way Seth Rollins worked it. He set a really bad precedent with it. Now, I don't think it was a bad idea for him to fake the injury. I think it was a bad idea for him to fake the injury and start going all over these places. Like doing random interviews with it all over because everybody bought it and that was the point. But by the time the actual thing happened, a lot of people were less enthused by him, like with the big reveal, because he was all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, Seth has a history of injuries and everybody was worried about it. And for me personally, I thought it was in poor taste. I mean, I understand, like I said, I understand he was selling the bit. That's why he was all over all interviews all over the internet and radio shows with his crutches and, got his kid and his wife lying for him. But for me personally, I don't think it added any goddamn value to it whatsoever by running around like that. Because why? Because now you have people questioning whether or not Seth is actually hurt or if it's a work. And if that's the case, that basically means storylines will not be believed or Seth's storyline gets knocked down because people won't care.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Steven. I don't get it why he came with that idea, in my opinion, either. I just don't get it. Like, that was a weird move for him to do. Like, I would get it if he would have done a drop kick. What about it?
He has never done it before, and I have no idea where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it worked. I mean, he did it for him. Yeah, there is that too. But like I said, it was, like I said, I don't think it landed the way they wanted it to.
Yeah, that's man, it pushes a lot of things back. If it is legitimate for him to have that rotator cuff, really, because we keep it, rotator cuff is no joke, folks. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And that shit, if it does take a while to heal, and it's not a quick, a quick injury to heal from. And he could literally he's pretty much missing Mania here.
Yeah.
And it puts a lot of things in creative of what they had plans. Especially for not even Mania, but also coming up this year for the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
The big event and I believe they're having it in the baseball stadium in San Diego. If I'm not sure. That's another big event for them. So it's like it kind of puts them into like fuck. Now we lost our men's fucking war games that we had already set up. It like how you said, it's just like they shouldn't have done that, and that's the fucking problem. Like okay,
and honestly, I appreciate the turn, but truth be told, I don't think the Vision was landing. In my opinion, I don't think the Vision gimmick was working anyway. So, truth be told, what's next for the Vision? I would erase that shit.
Oh man, it's a tough one.
I see, Bagel. I saw his IC run. I thought his IC run was really good. I think him as a champion would be great. I think because I'm kind of with you. I do think they might be pushing him too quickly, but I don't think it's something he can't handle. Like, I honestly don't think it's something he can't handle. Like, I genuinely
say that we're gonna have him and Lesnar from Mania next year. Is that what they're saying?
Okay, Lesnar. I'm sorry, what?
Braun, yes, fuck Lesnar. Yeah, I know, I know, and I'm with you. Well, like they're saying, the idea was supposedly rumor window that we're gonna have him, Breaker, and Lesnar at Mania.
And I understand having Brock. Fuck you, Lesnar. And Braun Breaker is good because again, that is a legitimate passing of the torch right there. Like as long as they book it right and Brock loses, yeah, that's a really good call from a booking standpoint. Personal shit aside, yeah. But I'm telling you right now, if it happens, I'm not watching that shit.
I'm just curious how they're gonna do it. I'm just see. Yep, it is gonna be the pet call. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. I know she is. I just, it is what it is. I'm not really.
You should ask the Queen of the South, Kayla, what she thinks about it. I find her analysis on it very insightful about Mercedes Moné.
Christopher, we gotta ask Kayla that because she's gonna be ready to fight for that. See right there, Bagel saying, I'm also gonna be honest. From what I read, Mania plans were low key not excited. It changed. A lot of things change because of a lot of injuries. So now they're starting late of what plots they're gonna have, and this is something that that's Papa H's bullshit fault and his creative team because they always need to have a plan B, C, and D if anything in these type of situations, happens, and now this kind of fucks up the story of what.
So I don't listen to Stevie Richards or put much stock in what he says because it's Stevie.
What do you say?
So Stevie Richards makes a very good point that basically the honeymoon's over for Triple H. Yeah. Like he basically goes, Triple H was a good wrestler. Well, he didn't never said that, but he said Triple H was a wrestler. But the truth of the matter is, bookers can be wrestlers, but wrestlers can't always be good bookers. Like true. Just because you know what got you over does not necessarily mean you know what to get other people over. Like that's the real gift of a booker. Now, I don't know if I actually agree with that entirely because it's very skeptical. Like nowadays, I don't think that is entirely true. But I do think the honeymoon is definitely over, and all the cracks.
I would say it's creative part.
Yeah, all the cracks in creative are really starting to show right now, and it goes back to what you also said: Plan B, C, and D. The fact they don't have alternative ideas immediately, like I understand, it takes you a minute to kind of build up something, but they should, like at the very least, at this point, after a week or so, have an idea of what they want to do.
But see, that's the one. Here's the thing. That's why I digress of why being repetitive of the same consistency on Raw, having that group every fucking Monday night or any Friday, it's repetitive. How do you expect to learn to have a plan B to C without giving the other talents who are over? And hey, you know what? Hey, so we're seeing something here. The fans are liking this individual. Why don't I try to put fucking that could be your plan B just in case?
But again, I think that's a TKO thing as well.
I agree. I agree with you.
It's like these guys are making us money. Let's keep using them over and over and over again. What about the mid card guys? Maybe. That's kind of TKO. I feel like that's how TKO sees it. It's like use the bright guys to make money and keep using them over and over and over again. But mid card guys that raise up, they just take their time with it. Like truth be told, I mean, look at LA Knight. LA Knight's been on the cusp for how long?
Ooh, but but
anyway. Okay, Mariners. Okay,
it's been a while. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Mania showed up as he can pivot. Maybe so.
Maybe
so.
I mean, honestly, it ain't like he had a choice.
See, Chef saying that just because you were once a great player doesn't mean you could be a great coach. Very true. That is very true. I just don't know what is going to be the expectations because they got a lot of things to do with this. I mean, who's plot for it? That's the biggest question. Who is next to take it online? And so far, these are the only people that I have in my mind. I have one more, but I forgot to add them here. So in this scenario, I'm asking you, you have these four. I feel like why I put Gunther because hey, he was a hell of a champion. And I feel like that man could talk when it comes to promos. He doesn't need anybody.
I think this right. I agree with you. This right here is a perfect. This is a perfect booking right here. This is like the storyline they've been doing already. This is perfect. This is actually this is what you would want. Like either make it a number one contenders match or just make it a free for all for the tournament for it. With Braun in it as well, and then Gunther versus LA Knight is perfect in my opinion. That is a David versus Goliath story right there. So I don't really see me personally. Would I add anyone else to this mix? I mean, obviously Braun is definitely going to be in there. I mean, truth be told, I want Bronson Reed to be in there too. Even though Bronson will definitely lose, but I think Bronson Reed can be in that mix as well.
Yeah, he could be.
Yeah, and I mean, other than like, I mean, you could put Sheamus in. I think Sheamus will definitely be in. Like Sheamus got legacy history. He, even though he definitely probably won't win, he'll tell a good story with him. He'll tell a good story. Like I'm not even thinking about winning and losing. I'm thinking about from a storyline perspective, what will be most compelling.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look at too. Of like what's going on with the other people's, not only just Raw, but also SmackDown. That kind of will make sense to build a story to it.
I can't. I'll be honest. I can't even. I have watched SmackDown. I can't follow SmackDown. There's
one person though that comes to my mind, and I heard about the other person. The reason why I forgot to add those two too. I'll tell you the first person that I had in my mind that could fit well of getting this. But the biggest question is how they could do it. How, because we're about to close the year out, so they need to figure this out ASAP. So I feel the one who could be the chaser in this one and kind of win it and go back to Raw, Sami Zayn. He should win the Rumble. He should be the one. And yes, it should be. Everybody's saying him and Cody. Cody should put him over, but in this case, I feel like Sami should win it, go to Raw because he's seeing that opportunity. Because remember, Seth Rollins was the first one to come up to Sami Zayn.
I am not mad at that at all. I think that's a good move. I think that's a strong move right there. I think that's a good move.
Sami Zayn should be the guy. I think he is the guy that should be the one to get this championship. The biggest question, though, Pepsi Phil, is who should be holding that belt is the question. That's the question there. Because the other thing that I have in mind, too, is they could, and I don't like it either if they do it. I'd rather see more of a singles. I feel that what they'll probably do is do a fucking fatal four-way. I'll remove Jay. Sami Zayn.
But I'll be honest. I want Sami versus Cody, too. I think I want Sami versus Cody, too.
But do you want to see Cody lose another Mania again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, no one. I mean, honestly, like we don't. I mean, do we want another Roman-esque hero who never who pretty much who loses, comes back and gets it? No. I mean, Cody had a good run. It's Sami's time. It can be Sami's time.
I think it should be.
And I'll be honest with you. I like Cody as a champion, but truth be told, how can I put this? He's not boring, but the gentleman champion feels stale. It feels stale, and I think Sami is a much better, like much more compelling hero as a champion. Like I don't like. It's not that I don't think Cody's a great. Like I haven't enjoyed Cody's run. But I think the gentleman champion, and it goes back to Nick Aldis, to like Nick Bockwinkel, to like Bruno Sammartino, and I understand where it comes from.
Harley Race, we can even say that.
And Harley Race, and there is a huge line of guys that can do it. But the truth of the matter is, the gentleman champion has never appealed to me as a character. Like I do appreciate it for what it is, but it just did not do anything for me. I think Sami would do a much better job of putting a blast on that championship. Now, do we want Sami to be? I said Sami beat Cody. Does it make more sense for Sami to beat Punk or Jay? Yes.
Yeah, I would say now, right? But I'm saying but So that's what I'm asking. How would you book it then? So the who will be the champion and let's say Sammy is a challenger for Mania, but who will be the champion at Mania to face Sammy?
Truth be told, I would give it to Punk. I would make it a 3-way dance with Sammy J and Punk because I think we need to really get Sammy over, and beating them would be great. I would have Sammy win. I would have Jay turn heel right after that match. Like, I think he would officially turn heel after that match. Sammy to be champion. Punk and him would have mutual respect, so that's not going to be a big deal. But I think that, like, I would book it as I'm not a big fan of 3-way dance, but I do appreciate having that would make it a really good storyline, because then your next match after Sammy wins is Sammy versus Jay. Thanks, Bagel.
Shout out to Bagel for the 199. He said,
maybe. Kind of like
what year was that? Was it 93 or?
Yeah, I mean that would be the. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen that.
Yeah. So what's up, Jordan? Shout out to you, my brother. Do y'all think? I think Sammy should win the Rumble.
I think Sammy should win the Rumble 100%.
Bagel, you're not wrong. I'm with you. I mean,
it's not boring. It's stilted.
It's bad booking. There's nothing for him. That's a problem.
Yeah,
there's nothing. They're not giving him anything.
Truth be told, Cody's a good champion. He is a good champion, in my opinion. I think when he's in a match, when he's in a promo, he's great. It's just that what they're booking for him feels like, for the love of God, just pull the goddamn trigger and just have it be him and Randy at one point. For the love of God.
But see, that's what I'm with you on that. I think that's going to be probably Cody's next year Mania is Randy putting him over at 40. Was it 41? Right, 42, right, or 41?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Was it 42 coming up? 42. Okay. Now, here's the other guy that I had in mind that you're probably going to be like, get the fuck out of here. Because this is where I know people are throwing it in the ass. And
if you say Ridge Holland, I'm going to punch you in the nut.
No. Hell no. This is who I think it could be, the one who's behind the whole Vision situation. And
don't say. Don't.
Yeah, she's right there. But the joke, the Tom Brady of professional wrestling. If he fucking comes back and imagine if this fucker decides to be like, yeah, it was, shut up, you stupid idiot. It was me the whole time telling them, hey, no, I can make you the GOAT. He's going to be the learning tree. He's going to have Bronson freaking fucking Breaker.
First of all, the day that happens, I want us to have an EMT team for Justin, because he will have a conniption.
I know he would. He's going to fucking detonate. That's what I feel like it's going to happen. I already know that shit.
I'll be honest with you. I see, and I know people will think it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand who Jericho is. Jericho's got a lot of stroke and capital, but I see no value in putting Jericho in, bringing Jericho back.
I know.
I mean, truth be told, a Jericho versus Punk will be really interesting. But
I did make the list. I know I did.
Like I said, but again, here's the thing. Jericho has a way of coming out on top, and I can't disrespect that. Like, I don't know how, but he has, like, his greatest gift is getting over.
It's that fucking mic skills he has.
I mean, that's what it is, because honestly, the listing should not have been as good as it is. No. But like I said, if Jericho comes back, I would at the very least be very curious to see what would happen. Now, going back to your Sammy comment, I have never been excited about the U.S. Championship as I am with Sammy.
That's what I'm saying.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, if you have him drop the belt and then going after the championship, that's fine by me. Like, literally, he is doing a great job of representing the U.S. title and doing a really great job with it, as far as I'm concerned.
We already know that he's doing a Cena thing, and I'm happy, and which is fine. You know, he's doing it in his own way, though. I'm not going to compare him to Cena because, you know, everybody's different. But yes, that's why I would pick Sammy for that reason, because what reminds me why more Sammy is because remember when I was trying to tell you about Seth approaching Sammy first before the whole Vision situation became in fruition. He approached Sammy, come join me. Come join me. And this is, if Seth wouldn't have got hurt, I would have put Seth and Sammy next to WrestleMania.
100%. That's a really good call. So
I would have done that.
Yeah.
So now, but here, I'm with you on that. I like that three-way. Jay and Punk and Sammy. You got three faces going after this belt. When is the last time we ever seen three faces trying to go after for a belt? I don't think we ever seen that. If I'm wrong, I don't think I ever seen. I never seen a heel on it. Unless
the last time we did was Becky. I think Becky 2 belts was born. The last one, wasn't it? Was Ronda Rousey and Charlotte faces? No, they weren't.
No, they weren't. They were heels.
Yeah,
they were heels. Ronda was on the verge of becoming a heel, while Charlotte was already a heel.
Yeah.
When McNugget came and said, "Charlotte,
the three faces, and like I said, I think Jay should turn heel right after that match.
That's why I feel like Jay. Oh, you're right. Ooh, yeah. That's when the whole Yeet could stop, because he could just go ape shit and be the man. Screw y'all, Yeet. Eat this, no Yeet, and then he can start saying no Yeet. And that's when Jimmy comes. What are you doing, man? You're bam! And then put over Jimmy now. This time it's his turn. But you might take some time off because he's gonna be a daddy pretty soon. So you never know. I mean, it just. Who else can say? I mean, Gunther. Yes, I would say Gunther too, because like I said earlier, I like his. He's a great promo guy, and I like what his style is.
I think right now you picked the best second. So,
except Jeff.
I mean, unfortunately, I want Damian Priest to be in this,
but how?
Exactly, that's the thing. I can't figure a way to put him in this.
Me too.
Like I cannot figure a way to put him in this mix at all. So
let's see. Haven't qualified matches yet. That could be too. Even I'm with you on that.
I mean, that's a SmackDown 4-way for sure.
I'm still shocked that Rollins got stabbed in the back by Lennox. What's up, Lennox? But
shocking.
Word of the day is
surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfuckers. Surprise, motherfuckers. All rise, motherfuckers. I need that clip. I need to get that clip.
R.I.P. Rollins.
It's a tough one. I'm with you too, because even with Damian will be perfect to fit in this situation, and Alistair, because Alistair will be a chaser too. That's why I feel like a tournament should happen for both SmackDown and Raw. They should do a tournament for this, for this title.
Yeah, I think so too. I think a tournament right now is exactly what they need right now.
Yeah, they do need that. If hopefully they announce it today on SmackDown, we're able to get something that way. And maybe this could be the way how to build Sammy. Like oh man, I'm about to make it, all about to get there, but then he doesn't, and then I got one more chance to Rumble. Oh, you gotta lose, and then Sammy becomes a.
So here's a question. Sammy to become the world champion, he has to obviously lose the U.S. title. Who do you have?
Who do you? Would I have him losing to the U.S. belt? I'm thinking on SmackDown, who is there that kind of needs it? Shit. Carmelo Hayes.
I was thinking about that. You know who else I thought? Aleister Black.
But that's what I was thinking about too, Alistair. I was thinking about Alistair.
That way, deep like Damian Priest and Aleister Black can raise their fight to another level. But I think Aleister Black as a U.S. title is a good start to everything. I think that'd be great.
I'm with you on that, because then not only that, it's we don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen tonight. With him and Selena, like how is that gonna work out with that shit? Like I'm just fucking curious. Like, hey, I love it. I just love that Selena went that route and finally gonna do like about fucking time.
It feels calculated to me. I feel like they fucked up Karrion Kross and Scarlett, and their pivot is to pretty much do everything they were supposed to do with Karrion and Scarlett, with Zelina and Alistair.
That's why I wish Karrion could just say, you know what, I got a good deal. They got me back. I won the belt. Fuck it. They give me the Karrion.
No, honestly,
WrestleMania.
I'm more proud of him right now.
I know, me too.
Yeah, like legitimately, I'm very proud of the fact that he has really started to blow up. And as far as I'm concerned, I want his ass to become so good and so famous so fast that WWE calls him, asking him what does he want. Not that bullshit. Here's a contract. What do you think? Tell him we want you back. What do you want?
Freedom of fucking speech. Freedom of creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Give him that.
What's the phrase? Was it undeniable?
That's right. Undeniable. What was the phrase? What was it? Undeniable, desirable.
Oh yeah, undesirable to undeniable.
Yeah. Undesirable to. Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, now. But again, I don't. For me, if it's me, I'm. Oh Jesus, yeah.
I would too, Steven, but no, not right now. I'd rather have more like, how Phil just said. Alistair, it's perfect for him to win the US belt. From Sammy.
And honestly, Jacob's hurt anyway, so he won't be wrestling until 2026 anyway.
Unfortunately, it sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is a tough one, man. I honestly feel there's a lot of options here. Even LA Knight could be an option because LA Knight, this push is there. Even as a face, or even he could be controversial to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me since day one, I've seen this guy, met this guy, great guy, very humble for what he does for the industry.
Gotcha.
And I feel this man is very controversial because he has the attitude of Steve Austin. He has the attitude of a mixture of the Eagle, of the Rock. He has that, and he has all the tools that he's able to use and could make the crowd love him or hate him. He can make it happen.
Do you think that like the fact that he is similar to The Rock and Stone Cold, do you think that's hurting him?
I do not think it does. I feel the problem is the way they are booking him doesn't give it enough for the people to be bam.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I don't blame him. I blame more the booking because he could have been to that level.
Mm-hmm.
What I think for me, what fucked it up is for Seth to sell that injury and made him look like shit. Because I gotta win. You sold the fucking injury to the guy on main event, and
it makes LA Knight look like a dope.
Yeah, and that's where it kind of he took a bullet for that for Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And he should be over the favorite for that because that's bullshit. Because this guy took a bullet for that and made him look like shit.
Mm-hmm. And the storyline is the reason. And remember, the backstory was LA Knight only won because Seth got hurt, but Seth did not get hurt, and LA Knight won anyway. So again, I'm with you. It takes away from that win, and it takes away from any momentum he had because then it's just like, oh yeah, you was just a tool for Seth Rollins to get over.
Exactly, and that's where they fucked up on that. I think they fucked up on LA Knight for that. They shouldn't have done that, and I think that's what kind of hurt him, and that's what kind of hurt his booking. And why? That's what I'm telling you, Papa H needs to fucking have. Like you said, I'm with you when you said 100%. So with you. You saying that the fucking honeymoon is over. Now it's like it's not you being in charge anymore. Now it's fucking TKO and Manuel coming in here and telling you, "Hey, I want this."
I mean, here's my thing: they're making the same mistakes AEW did back in the day, 5 years ago.
That's what we've been saying, absolutely, because it's like
they're making the
fucking turnover. It's like 180.
They're making the same mistakes. They're focusing specifically on certain talents and not really putting people over like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken too long for like mid-card talents to even have a face in the showing. And they're not booking for matches, they're booking for like international audiences, which is fine. But at the same time, and again, I can't speak to this because I'm not a booker, but I feel like if you're worried about having talent that appeals to your international audience, make fucking international talent that appeals to your audience. Jesus.
I'm sorry. I love you, Tommy. I love you, girl.
What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Mr. Hard Nipples and Mr. Carbonated Drink Lawyer. What is happening? Shout out to Tommy. What's up, girl?
So we have if you're worried about not getting talent that appeals to the international audience, you need to make them appealing to the international audience.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't keep relying on Rhea Ripley to have a match in Perth.
No, hell no, you can't.
Like
No,
you can't. Like I appreciate Stephanie for what she's doing, but eventually she can't. Like she's great in Mexico, but I mean, does she wrestle well in like around the world? Yeah, but at the same time, who she gonna wrestle? Like, I mean, we gonna get another Tiffany Stratus match?
You know what? You brought that shit up. I'm gonna fucking hold on. You know what? Let me just erase this motherfucker right quick. Let me show you something. Because not that you brought up, because that we taught that shit. Okay, hold on. I need to. Where the fuck is it? I just had it somewhere. Show me that shit. I saved it somewhere. Damn it. Where the hell is it? I fucking. Oh no. Hold on. Let me. Gosh darn it. I had it somewhere here. Motherfucker. Where is it? No. Okay, here we go. That's right. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute, because now you brought up the women's, right? Let's talk about dreams and fucking nightmares. So here, look, let's fucking let me do this very quick, because I want to do this, and I want to show you something. Let me see, because I was looking at something, and this is what we have currently in this roster. Look at this shit in women's side. All right, women's side. Check this out, and I want you to see, because look at this shit. This is what we have. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. Look at that. That's what we have, of course, on Raw and SmackDown's roster. Okay, Stephanie's the champion, right? So look at the Raw. We got Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne. You got Lyra. You got Maxine Dupree. Of course, Naomi's out, maternity leave. You have Nikki Bella, because I guess she is. Liv is out. Kairi Singh, Io Sky. Of course, Ivy Nile, she's out. Becky, Bailey, Asuka, and AJ Lee. What do you do in this situation? And Natalia, excuse me. I forget, and I apologize, Natalia. What the hell you do with her? With Stephanie in this one? What the fuck did you do?
In my opinion, Chelsea Green.
But that's on SmackDown, though. I'd rather have Chelsea Green beat Tiffany.
Oh, no, either whatever. I mean, yeah, but
I would have Chelsea Green beat.
But I'll be honest with you. I like Stephanie and Chelsea got history already. Remember, Stephanie's first match was against Chelsea.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I don't know about the rest of the chat. I don't know about you. I am tired of Tiffany's run.
Well, I am too. I'm not saying you're not wrong, but okay, now let's look at the SmackDown one. You have Selena, you have Nia, you have Michin, you have Julia, you mentioned Chelsea, of course, Alexa and Charlotte. You have, B-Fab, you have Candice LeRae, Bianca, she's coming soon, Kiana, who's just right there, Piper Niven, she's out, but you have Alba Fire, though, and you have Nikki Cross that is there. So, I don't know.
On SmackDown, this is like the problem with SmackDown. I mean, yeah, Stephanie Roxanne was good, but that's Raw, Steven. That's Raw. But if we're looking at SmackDown, who you want? Like, I mean,
I would have Chelsea Green. I'm with you. Chelsea Green should be the one defeated.
I mean, if you're gonna have Chelsea Green, then if we're doing Chelsea Green on SmackDown, yeah, have her take it from Tiffany. Because let's face it, Chelsea is much more compelling as a champion. Her character work is much better than Tiffany's. I feel like the presentation she does, she can definitely go in the goddamn ring, but her personality would literally raise it up and make it interesting, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Like, I don't think, and I don't want Chelsea to be a transitional champion. I want her to be a real one.
I want her to win it before Mania, go at Mania as a champ, and leave as the Mania as a champ, or even her winning the Mania. I'll pick Chelsea next year to win the Rumble.
Yeah. So yeah, I think right now, if I had to pick anyone to take it from Tiffany, it's Chelsea. If I had to pick anyone to take it from Stephanie, I'm happy with Roxanne. Honestly, I am genuinely happy with Roxanne taking that joint.
I would take between Roxanne and, because the way I think the build-up, I think is the one that needs a build up. I know it doesn't make sense that people will probably will not like what I'm about to say. I would give it to Kairi Sane. I think she needs a build because she's like the middle girl in the situation she's at. I wouldn't mind her getting that build up. When the fuck? What is her turn? You had Asuka, you now had Io Sky. When is Kairi Sane's turn? She came back, damn it. I think.
Yeah. That's not. I mean, there's a bunch of storylines you could do. Like if she win Asuka's, like her and Asuka will have a bit. You can have her turn face, and it'd be Kairi Sane versus Asuka, which would be great.
Exactly.
So that's not a bad. That's a good call. I can see that. I can see that being a good call.
So at least those are dreams, and I mean of what could happen, and then we have nightmares that already currently happen with all these injuries. I mean, anything else that we could say about dreams and nightmares in professional wrestling is happening, like with nightmares that is currently happening overall, and then anything else that you could say dreams that you would like to see. That you're seeing, that you're watching in the product of what's going on right now, every product, not just WWE, the AEW, New Japan, even with TNA and even independent circuit like MLW, what we're seeing, what they're doing, Noah, what they're doing as well. Who else could we say they're doing? Something really like shit. I could say that's. I mean, shit. Who else I could add? Noah. I know All Japan got Joseph Shaki, so now All Japan has him. What else did I already have on? I'm trying to think. I don't think I got it. NXT. There you go. NXT. Yeah. What is they could do on that? TNA besides as well. I mean, any dreams that you're seeing that could be dreams come on, comes dreams, or girl comes dreams come true.
NXT. Someone posted a comment that they thought Heartbreak Shawn Michaels was a better booker than Triple H. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think it goes back to what we talked about before. I think Shawn has more freedom to book the way he wants to, and Triple H does not.
I agree with you 100%.
I think there are too many people in his shit telling them what they want to see. Like I think Shawn, at the very least, has a very small collection of people that he could use. And with TNA, it's a little bit larger, so he has a lot more room to play. And I think Shawn Michaels, it does come off as a really good booker, but I do think he's also an excellent teacher, and kids are learning from him the way they're supposed to. I think Triple H is handcuffed, and he can't really do what he wants to do. And I don't think he's a terrible booker. I just think that there are too many constraints on what he can and can't do with his talents.
Because Nick Khan and Emmanuel motherfuckers of fucking shit.
Because in my opinion, they are too concerned about winning and losing and making fucking money.
See, nightmares WWE to taking blood money, insane ticket prices. Oh, I know.
Yeah. That right there is going to be a problem no matter what they do, and I don't think they understand. You are pricing out your legacy fans. Because at a certain point, the bottom will drop out. Like the bottom will drop out. Like everybody didn't think the Attitude Era was going to end until it did.
Yeah. And then Steven saying getting tired of the Tiffany and Jade.
I will admit, I only think Tiffany still has the belt because Jade got hurt.
Yeah, I think Jade should have won that belt. Honestly,
I think she was booked to win, but that gash across her eye took her out the ring.
Yeah, bad card. I feel bad for her.
I thought about Zelina Vega.
No,
she's not injured, but I think they're having her with Black, so I don't think they're going to do that with her.
Logan, what's going on? WWE experimenting.
We talked about that. Yeah.
We did. Roxanne all day. Okay. HBK good except for Jade. Which now I was telling Redeemer I was telling him on Wednesday when we were doing the AEW watch party. I told him you know what? I think I wouldn't mind taking Paxley. I wouldn't mind it, to be honest, if it's her on.
I'll be honest. I know I'm in the minority. I think JC Dane's doing okay.
No, she's doing fine. I don't think it's her. I just think the booking, the way they're booking her, but I get it. Michaels is old school. He's going to go that old school type of heelish, piss people off, and I get it. I get Michaels psychology of what he's doing. But there is one thing I question him is the problem that is becoming a fucking nightmare. Just make it happen like a dream already. Stop lagging it with the Sol Ruka and Zarya situation. Just let it happen already. Let it happen. Turn her fucking heel. But the question is who? I keep saying is Sol Ruka should be the one turning heel more than Zarya because she needs more.
I'll be honest with you. Breaking up that tag team right now does not make sense to me.
I know, but
they are legitimate. Yeah, but like their storyline is actually much better than I think people give it credit for, and I appreciate it. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I actually like them being a team and being with a lot of friction because I'm actually kind of okay with that.
Okay, let me ask you this: does it remind you? You know what I thought about? Right, it just came out of my fucking head right now. This kind of friction tag team. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me when it was Brian Matthews and fucking Matt Cardona. Remember when they won the titles at WrestleMania versus FTR? They had a friction because we're winning, we're fucking losing every fucking time.
Yeah,
but it's almost close to it. You get what I'm saying? Like as a tag.
Yeah. I think so. I see what you're saying. I think
you keep them as faces. Is that what you do?
Well, here's the thing. Right now, the women's tag team division has no tag teams. Sol Ruka, in my opinion, in regards to importance, Sol Ruka and Sol and Zarya are it. You got Alexis and Charlotte. Who are they going to fight right now? In my opinion, the only people they can legitimately fight and make it a real match is Sol Ruka and Zarya. So breaking it.
I beg to differ that, sir. I'll give you one person. Give me Rhea and Io.
No, they're not a tag team.
They could be.
They could be, but the thing is, why do we care?
Because you want to make sure that Stephanie gets other builds up before she hits her Mania moment with one of those two women.
But here's the thing, though. Rhea's Rhea's power is her singles run.
I get that.
But it's not a tag. The same thing with Rhea. Same thing with Io.
I get.
They are not known for tag. Like even when even when they had Damage Control, it was very rare for Io to be in a tag team match. It was always the girls, the other two. So I understand that, but the truth be told, it is nowhere near as interesting as Sol and Zarya versus Charlotte and Alexa. Like I'm not talking about who would make a good looking match. I'm thinking storyline and promos. Right now, the best promo is between those four. Right now, because truth be told, and this sounds terrible, as much as I love the EO story, the promos weren't that great.
We know that.
Yeah, we don't. But here's the thing, though: the women's tag team division between those four ladies, Charlotte and Alexa, and Zarya and Sol, those have been hilarious.
Well, yeah, on fucking promo, yeah, of course.
But like I said, that promo leads to a match you want to see,
and it's happening tonight on SmackDown.
Yeah, now because now you're thinking, will Sol and Zarya break up on this one, or will they win? Will Alexa and Charlotte go insane and do whatever the hell they want? Like right now, the friction on both sides of that is a great story. With Rhea and Io, I don't see enough friction to make the story interesting beyond like one-off matches.
No. I'm with you on that. I wasn't saying right away, but I was just saying more like the beginning of it. Like I'm not saying for them to go after the belts like right away. Like have them go to like SmackDown and NXT. Hey, let's go have some tag team matches and then get built up.
But remember, they have said even after Crown Jewel, they said after this match they're going after the championship.
But we know that's bullshit. You know that's gonna be, because of Kabuki Warriors gonna be that fucking situation. That story is not gonna end anytime soon. Some more better way to fucking make it, or just have Kabuki Warriors win the fucking tag team belts and then have them going after that.
Maybe something like that. Maybe
something could happen that way. And shout out to Dylan, the ace of world elite. World elite. That is right. But one more thing, folks, before we get out of here, because we got SmackDown happening in 30 minutes, and Kayla and the Boomer and Dirty Pungo Tango. I mean, he's He's putting in pumpkin mix together. I call him Pungo. That's what it is.
Mhm.
But it is time for prediction time, folks. And that is for AEW WrestleDream happening this Saturday and within the next 24 hours. And of course, don't forget tomorrow, come and join us here, folks. We will have a watch party for AEW WrestleDream. And of course, hosted by yourself, the Notorious, and the Redeemer himself, as we got these banger matches happening. And I'm only counting the main card. I'm not counting the fucking tail fucking brawl shit. No, I'm not counting that.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's just talk. I mean, what gets you excited? I mean, we could get through it. Look, I could tell you the matches. It's not really okay. We got the Hurt Syndicate versus, of course, the Man in the trios matchup. You have finally for the first time, you have a non-title women's matchup: Tekla versus Jamie Hayter. You have Jurassic Express versus Young Bucks for a 500K matchup. You have the tag team championships. You have Brodito versus Konosuke and Okada. You have the TNT championship. Briscoe challenging Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title. You have Timeless Tony Storm challenging Chris Adam for the AEW Women's World Championship. You have the Men's World Heavyweight Championship, Adam Hangman Page for Samoa Joe. And I think it should be the main event, the I Quit match of Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley.
Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna run through it quickly. I'm not gonna go through the entire card. I'm only talking about the ones I'm most excited for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to that. What excites you for? That's it.
The one that most excites me right now, honestly, is Hangman Samoa Joe. For me, the other one that I'm excited about, honestly, is the Tekla versus Jamie Hayter.
Me too.
The thing about both of those is, well, for Hangman and Samoa Joe, this is Hangman's official test. Like I said, I think the promos for this segment was really great. And I think this is gonna be it's a good build up for Hangman versus Samoa Joe. Joe also put a special little stroke on it because he said he's retiring next year. So Joe has special interest to win the championship. Tekla, I think Tekla and Jamie Hayter could end up being the match of the night, low key. I will say, I think Chris Statlander versus Tony Storm will definitely be a banger. They have been doing a beautiful job building that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of essentially two faces fighting with rivalry and respect is so much better. Like theirs build up is so much better than the Tiffany Stephanie one was.
I agree with that.
Like legitimately, you're like, them chicks is crazy. I mean, you saw that interview.
Think about it, like you're laying on the floor, like flat down, like you're looking at the sky, like like if you're at the park and about top of the mountain.
But it goes back to what you said. That was a new way to do it.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like I said, so like the fact that after they did the interview with Renee, they immediately ran to the ring to beat the shit out of each other. I was like, God damn, they about to do it now.
But you know what's surprising though, Phil? I'm like, why? But quit taking her sweater off. What's going on? Wait, what? Is she
I don't even know what that was, man. But that shit, I don't know what it was, but that shit was great. That legitimately was great.
I loved it.
So I think that's good. I think Brodito will retain. The Moxley Darby Allin match, I can't even. I don't know, man. I genuinely do not know. If you're asking me who I want to win, Darby.
Me too.
If you're asking me who I would book to win, I can't.
That's a hard one.
That is probably the hardest one to predict because there are so many like pluses and minuses to having Moxley win and pluses and minuses to having Darby win. Because truth be told, WrestleDream is great, but if you want to push WrestleDream to the next pay-per-view, what's the December pay-per-view they do?
Remember after WrestleDream in November is Full Gear.
Yeah, for full, like I would like Darby. I would rather Darby won at Full Gear. If a book, I think Full Gear is like their SummerSlam.
Agreed, 100%.
So yeah, I can see it. So, but like, yeah, I would pick. If I had to pick, I'm picking Moxley to win that one.
I think he will, but you know how. But here's the thing. I'll add it to you. You know how I think he'll win this shit. I just hope it doesn't happen. I'll give you a very quick fucking shit. Royal Rumble 1999. Think about it. I quit match for the WWF champion. You want me to tell you? I can tell you. I can give you a clue.
Yeah.
If you smell versus who? Oh, have a nice day.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what's gonna happen on the mic?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. But
I hope not. But
I agree with you. Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm with you on the Brodito retaining because there's going to be a collision between Okada and Konosuke. Timeless, and I feel I'm with you. Match of the night, Jamie Hayter and Tekla. I think they're going to go off in ring psychology, and that's just be great. I hope so. Storytelling in match of the night is going to be Statlander and Tony. It's going to come to a point that Tony is going to be like, "Just give it to me, sweetheart. Do it. Take me home." And then Statlander hits her finisher, and Timeless puts her over. And I'll be happy she puts her over that way. She deserves to get that over. For Statlander. I'm with you 100%. I want more Mark Briscoe. He needs to win it. I think it's his time. He needs to fucking win it.
I think right now Kyle Fletcher has done as much as he can with that belt.
Yes.
He needs to be a top card guy. He needs to be after Samoa Joe. I think he needs to go after Hangman full time.
Yep.
I'm with you. I'm 100%. I saw what you was doing. I was with you, man.
Yes. Let's see. Tom, I'm asking you a question. She's saying that, wait a minute, Phil, isn't All In the WrestleMania?
All In is their WrestleMania, but Full Gear is their SummerSlam, is what I'm saying.
Yes. Hangman and Joe, of course, Joe will put him over. The only thing I didn't like about this story, how it started, is I just didn't like the story how it started. Everything else when you say you're valid. I agree.
Yeah.
Like
I hear you. I hear you.
So
I mean, it was a little bit rough. It was a little bit rough. I understand that. It did start rough, and I think probably because they didn't know how to start it. But I do understand that once they got comfortable, they got better.
But the thing is, too, Phil, tell me if I'm wrong on this one. I think it not only just AEW, I think even WWE too, and even TNA when they do this. The problem is that when they trying to really rush it to pay-per-views like right away, like month to month, you need to start building for your other card immediately. While you have one focusing, have your other one going. They didn't do that here. They rushed it so quick that it was like, I'm not saying that the card doesn't seem the best or the worst. It's middle, and it will perform. I get it. But storytelling at the same time, it's lackluster because you have to rush it. And that's a problem. I
actually don't feel like any of these were rushed. I actually don't feel like they don't feel rushed to me.
The only one is the Hangman and Joe for me was rushed the way how they did it.
So I will say the start for it was clumsy.
Yes.
But I think they did a good job of like really laying the foundation of where the animosity comes from.
Agreed. I agree.
Now that they've done, and I think they have for every single one of these storylines. Now, should they have dragged it out? I can't say. I think with the time that they had, they maximized it as best as they could.
No, I'm with you. Like I was like, I'm not going to maxing it out with them because it kind of makes sense of why.
No. But with WWE, 100% I agree with you. They do rush the shit out of it, and it's so flimsy with some of the WWE storylines that I am genuinely shocked when I see a deep story.
Yes. The ones that are long-term story telling me in this card will have to be for sure is Tekla, Jamie Hayter. That was bound to happen. Styler and Tony Storm was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks and Jurassic Express was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Moxley and Darby should be the main event. That was been already.
Yeah. But like I said, it didn't feel rushed. It felt like, was it definitely longer? Was it shorter than it should have been? Maybe. But truth be told, it did feel like they ran through this shit and didn't give us some way to really bite into the story.
I forgot about that. Redeemer did brought it to me on Wednesday about that. That part there, when he called him a fraud. That didn't make sense here, though.
So I understand what they're doing. Joe's theory, and I actually appreciate this, is Joe wanted a real champion. Since Joe was not going to win the championship, Hangman took it, but I don't think Joe thinks Hangman is worthy of holding that belt. He just helped them because it's like enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of storyline.
Mm-hmm.
So I do appreciate that's what Joe is doing. But now that Hangman has the belt, it's like, okay, you need to bring that belt over to Daddy, who actually does know how to be a champion.
And we saw what happened, that he was just looking at the belt when he handed him back to Hangman.
Yeah. And I think that's the impression I got from the storyline that they're doing. Like, I think in the end, it's like, I helped you win the belt, but truth be told, you didn't really deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
I just got you the belt because I didn't want Moxley to have it.
Okay.
So that's how I saw the storyline.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Seth for tomorrow. I think it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you with how you match the night. I hope it is. But I think another match of the night to me is also Fletcher and Briscoe. I think.
Oh no, yeah,
that's gonna be a match of the night.
That's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see how they run that one.
Oh man, like how you said earlier about Fletcher, he proved that he's ready for main event when he had that Hangman matchup. He's gonna do the same for Mark Briscoe. And the storyline of the match is gonna be Tony and fucking Chris Styler. I think that's what the story of the match right there. So I'm with you. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward for WrestleDream. But folks, it is about that time because in the next 20 minutes, we will be having, of course, the SmackDown watch long with Kayla and the Redeemer.
Queen South.
Oh man, you know what? For Redeemer, since Kayla's not right here, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna add this for Redeemer so he could really. Redeemer, if you're still here watching this, say yes. Tell me, say yes in the chat, and I'll tell you what I added. I know Kayla's not watching, so right now. Redeemer, say yes in the chat right quick before we close it out. Tell me yes on the comment yes. You're watching. So when Kayla gets pissed off, I want you to play this for her, okay?
Fight.
There you go. Mortal Kombat. That's so good. But folks, it is about that time, and we appreciate you for. Don't go anywhere. Remember, folks, after this, it's SmackDown, but it's that time for us here at the Flagship Show, folks.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
That's right, folks. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you
for joining us in this Flagship Show. We'll be back on hopefully Tuesday, actually, for giving the recap and what's going to happen on SmackDown and Raw, what's going to happen with the belt. We got to find out, and we'll give you our stories of recap of WrestleDream and any upcoming news that is happening. Don't forget, next week we do have on the road as well for Halloween Havoc, NXT, and a lot more happening here in the world of professional wrestling. But don't forget, if you're
before you close out, one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Because there's so much wrestling this past weekend and this past week, which promotion gets the A for this weekend? For this week?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Who right now, but like all their shows, if you put all of them together, you were like, I was not disappointed in any part of this.
I will have to give New Japan.
Okay, all right.
What do you say?
I mean, honestly, definitely New Japan, but I didn't want to put them in it because I don't really count because we don't do enough with them, in my opinion, which we're going to work on. So but AEW right now, I think their bounce back, the most recent Collision and Dynamite match show was actually really good, in my opinion. And I'm very happy with how the growth that they've had. The same for TNA. They were second, but WWE has been last the last couple of weeks right now.
They're not doing shit. That's the
Which
problem.
again, it is not a reflection on the talent; it's a reflection on the creative,
on the booking. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's really more the booking of what the problem is, and that's
that's a question. That's a question for the chat too. So I know we're checking out, but y'all feel free to put your votes in.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know what? I'll put I'll go with New Japan actually. I'll go New Japan first. AEW, TNA.
I will say I think New Japan is the most exciting right now.
That's what's exciting because I want to see what the fuck they're gonna do. That's what
I think for me, New Japan has been the most exciting though. Even though AEW's creative has been impressive, New Japan is the most exciting.
That's right. But yes, folks, you already know where to find us. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and like notification. Get that bell ringing that we provide here 5 to 6 to 7 days a week here. We got a lot here for you guys. But don't go anywhere. The party is just on pause. It's a little bathroom break because in the next 15 minutes, you will have the Redeemer and the boss lady, Queen of the South, and her man, her dirty one, the Pungo himself.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be hosting SmackDown. What's going to happen SmackDown tonight? What's going to be with Selena Vega and, Alistair? What's Cody going to say about the loss that he lost to Seth Rollins? And I guess from Ghostface saying that we're going to get Jacob Fatu is injured. He's out. So we're going to get that. What is next with the MFT after confronting the Wyatt Six from last Friday, which I'm excited for. And what's next for Julia for that U.S. championship, folks?
Gotcha.
That is the biggest question. But the other biggest question here for you folks is, besides us doing, the podcasting and the music and the art, because this man, by the way, it does incredible art. I'll tell you that. And he'll tell you where you can purchase those arts and where you can find this man.
Yeah, you want to see it? Just go to Instagram, look up Philip JP 24601. All one word, babies.
It's all it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's good shit done. And then I tell you, we debate, we derail, we discuss, and sometimes we detonate. Because we detonate, that means you're going to be hearing. You'll be hearing a little bit of this when you detonate. You're going to be hearing. Don't detonate, folks. Don't detonate. But there's 3 words that we have for you, folks, and that is we
make history.
Buenos nachos. Enjoy SmackDown, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, too, but see you tonight. See you later in 15 minutes.
Take care, slap nuts.
Slap nuts.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes!